Alright, I just realized I actually had to reset the card here because I messed something up. UFO's probably on here still. No, not UFN. Not that it really matters. But it does to me. I like when things look right. Where the fuck are the numbers? Over here. Oh, I like with the bell center. Let's go somewhere different. Let's go Pearl of the Paws. Non-title fights only? Good, we only have non-title fights. I forget what order I put the fights in, but I don't actually care that much. That just felt wrong for some reason. The last one was, can I remember them all? It was Ethan Storm and perfect. That is everything. Let's do it. Bitches. Apologies, I have Pokemon TCG Pocket open. Might have heard the sound for that. Gonna skip relatively fast past this. I don't want it to take this. Don't want this to take too long. It is pretty late at night. But I did want to get this done. I'll be skipping past most of the cutscenes, though. Just getting straight to the action. No Dion on this card, but Dion probably on the next card. This card was more for people with a losing record, and Dion has a winning record. OJ Rose has a 500 record, but close enough. Ooh, we frozen on compiling shaders here. See if we have to relaunch or not. I see Megatroid Skittle upgraded 1 minute ago. Unfortunately, boss, it's too late. Let's see if we make it through this screen. I just realized the Visual Studio Code open. That can't possibly help. Let's close some of these tabs I got open here. The browser's still alive. The game itself, despite looking frozen, is not actually completely frozen. There's clearly something still going on in the background, so I'll continue to give it a minute here. And I that's all it's gonna get. Let's try that again. Thankfully, it's a quick reset up because the event is all saved, so nothing to worry about there. Only takes a minute, except for the fact that it's got a bug. That's bad. Let's relaunch our PSC. That's better. Does this go straight back into YouTube, or do I have to relink the window? No, go straight back in. Awesome. After a little technical difficulty, we will be starting with Javon Ward versus Ethan Storm in a light heavyweight bout. Both men are 0-2, looking to pick up their first wins. Ethan Storm, very memorable fighter, stand-up Chungus. Big wide boy, kind of looks like Brock. Javon Ward, actually I think kind of similar now that I'm thinking about it. He's another big wide boy. Oops. Too far. Not that. Let's try this again.
We begin our night with a light heavyweight showdown.
Okay, so I'm actually going to smoke a bowl. So I'm going to start this fight, skip the cutscenes, and then go do that. Ethan Storm, the only 38-year-old fighter. I like this tale of the tape in this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a kickboxer. And now, fight! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Good luck, and hopefully it's for either of these fighters, it's not over by the time I come back. Did I just hear that? I just came running back. Oh man, that is funny. Well, so much for that. I sure did jinx him. What a counter punch right off the bat. The highlights are gonna show the whole fight. Ethan Storm can barely get up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest. At 32 seconds,
the bull can
of
wait
the
a
very
second.
first round,
I'll skip forward to the
declaring
next
winner
fight.
by knockout, Babyface.
Babyface Javon Ward in 32 seconds. Winner by knockout. It sounded even quicker than that from how I walked away. I hadn't even made it all the way up the stairs. I live in a basement. I was going upstairs to go outside. I hadn't even made it all the way up. Look at that. Let's watch that for a second. Hit the little punch to the body, couple punches to the body. That's the only other highlight he's got. There's only 2 highlights. Oh, look at the cock back on that. Ethan Storm wide open. What happened? Oh, man. See it. Well, that was nice because I want this to go relatively quickly. I'm trying to get this done in like 45 minutes. So appreciate that, Javon Ward. Thank you for that. Look at those stats. That's incredible. You know what, Bobby? I did just see your ping in TRC. I'll deal with that shortly. But I'll move forward in this for now. That was shocking. Oh, that actually reminds me I forgot to do something. I'm just gonna vote for.
Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between the Headhunter and Merciless.
So I need to test if this works. Okay, I think it did. Okay, we got a heavyweight fight next. Olin Thrax versus Megatroid Skittle. Sorry, I just realized I had to. I had forgotten I had to run one more command to do with the polls. Elijah just reminded me there when he had mentioned it. So hopefully the ideal thing with those polls. I'm never going to smoke this bowl at this rate. The idea with those polls is ideally after this event runs and the results are put in, I can run a command and they just pay you. We'll see if that actually works or not. But ideally that happens. A couple of heavyweight swingers here. I'm going to see if we can smoke this bowl and see if nobody gets knocked out in the meantime. Good luck, fellas. Both men properly beating the crap out of each other, it seems. I forgot to ping these guys because I went and had my bowl. Good bowl. Smoked well. Oh, Olin Thrax leave? I didn't realize Olin Thrax has left. This might be his last match. Shame, I liked this fighter. Oh, Thrax knocked against the wall by Skittle. Both men known for their punches. Oh, I'm surprised Skittle didn't knock him out with that one.
I need you to circle left and stay aggressive. Get that leg kick going. Get that leg kick going. He has no defense for it. Breathe. So
you got punished in there. Breathe. All right. Go to the body and press him. Hey, look it.
Got liver kicks. Okay, fighters. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's fight. Use that reach. Double the jab.
Oh, another rock there from Skittle. That's 2. Some implications from the last fight I didn't mention. Ethan Storm moved to 0-3. Javon Ward to 1-2. Oh, and that's it for Skittle. I think that was bound to happen. I've just kind of been quietly watching that one. The Skittle would be getting some major shots in. That's without the upgrades too. I didn't put the upgrades he did because they had started right after I'd started streaming. He put them in, so he's a little bit stronger from that point. There aren't too many people in the heavyweight division right now. There's Skittle, there's Max, and there's Shafiq, so definitely a wide open division. I might get that title fight done sooner rather than later, see if any of the light heavyweights want to end up moving up and challenging, especially if they have lower records in that division. Because we have enough fighters, they're just not spread properly across the divisions.
Merciless.
There's something like 15 light heavyweights or something silly like that compared to 7 heavyweights. So if you just even those out, 11 and 11, it's perfectly fine. And a good win for Megatroid Skittle. I think both men were 1-1. Let me actually double check that really quick because I'm curious. Megatroid Skittle and Megatroid Skittle was 0-2. Olin Thrax was 1-1. So Megatroid Skittle and Olin Thrax both move to 1-2 on a knockout from the Skittle Man. That was a terrible nickname. Maybe Rainbow. I think that's probably more appropriate. Technically, and I'm not going to do this because I just don't feel like putting that much effort into it this quickly, but you can I can update the results live, or anybody could add the results live. Any mod could add the results live, and they could, the rankings could be updated live. But it also takes 4 minutes to do after the event, so. Our only lightweight fight of the evening.
Out of the blue corner is Angel, a tough fighter with an iron will and endless cardio. He is constantly attacking with submissions and will be looking to secure an early tap-out victory inside the octagon tonight. Standing across from him in the red corner,
King Quinton, famously the first 0-3 competitor in the TRC. Ground game specialist. Levi Porter, also a submission specialist, so it'll be interesting to see how this fight goes. Levi Porter started 0-1 in his debut fight against Radomir Bronravov. Big time reach advantage for Levi Porter, 6 feet tall.
And now, fight it! And when the action begins, our referee in charge.
Okay, fighters, you ready? You ready? Let's fight!
Come on, hand movement, let your hands go. Let's go, shot go. Let's finish him.
Control it.
Pressure, pressure. Yep. Perfect. Stay tight in there.
Fight immediately goes to the ground, not surprising.
Bring your leg over. Perfect work. Yes.
Going to be interesting to see how King Quinton handles this. The issue in his fights pretty consistently has been that the fight goes to the ground, but he has not been able to take advantage. Immediately looking for a triangle there. Not going to be able to lock it in, but he quickly reverses over to the back. That was a fantastic reversal. Excellent work from King Quinton. That's exactly what he's looking for. Now, will he be able to take control now that he's gotten top position is the question.
Control his hands. Turn into him. Start. Put your right arm on his head. Way to go. Relax here. You're fine. Relax here. Beautiful. Push that leg up. Watch for him to grab your leg. You go now. You go. Go, move. Control that posture. Punch his face.
I'm really hoping these guys don't just roll on the ground for 15 minutes. The pace of these fights has been really nice so far. We're on pace for like a 10:45 finish, which is what I was hoping for. So I'd appreciate if these guys don't go to 10:36. Oh, a nice little reversal there. At least they got some interesting reversal game going on. Could appreciate that. Looking to just notice these guys have matching gear, and also in the last fight they all had gray gear. Looking to improve the ability to change your gear in a future update. Been taking a look at improving some features of the UD3 editor.
45 seconds.
Oh, nice strike there from King Quinton.
Work that wrist control.
Oh, and another big left. 2 big strikes on top. Certainly the round's going to Quinton, I think. If not just those strikes, the reversals he's gotten.
Get busy here.
Looks like he might have finally found somebody who he can control in the ground game.
Gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock, you gotta fight it off.
Thanks, Elijah.
You swing that arm over. Okay? Now,
My fatal flaw.
You can catch him all day long in that triangle and that armbar.
You good? Okay, he's tired. His legs are tired from trying to...
Man, you really did him dirty.
Now, on the
Okay, fighters, are you ready? Are you ready?
I said I was going to skip the cutscenes, then I find myself watching all of the cutscenes.
Keep pressuring him once you get your hands up. Nice, nice. Push him away. Way to work. That's it. You gotta fight that underhook.
Quinton's looked pretty in control of this fight so far with the reversals, but we've seen these go the wrong way for him in the past with the submissions.
Push that knee and go past it. Follow your hips, kick him away. Once you feel those legs, drop down. There it is. Control his hands. Put your right arm on his head. There you go, nice. Watch for him to grab your legs. Do not let him turn into you. There we go.
See, this is that crawling around that I was talking about.
Yep. Don't you give him anything. Perfect. Stay aggressive. Perfect work. Halfway. Stay out guard with it. Yes. Nice, nice. Take it away. Way to work. Get your feet on his hips. That's it. 45.
Porter looking to take any sort of advantage, can't seem to do it.
There you go, nice. Get in there now. Don't let those hands go. Work it now.
Oh, big left hand there. Finally getting some action in.
Go, scramble out. Push on the hip. Yep, use the elbow. Cut that elbow. Cut that elbow. Control that posture. Come down with a good one. Mix it up. Mix it up with your punches. Perfect. 30 seconds. Hammers and elbows. Make it work. We just did that. Put on the hip. Punch his face. Hold his hand down. Work it now. Time. Gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock, you gotta fight it off.
Not much around there at all. Not too sure how that went too. Quinton with a nice left. Reversals on both
You don't
sides.
get the takedown, you're going back to the strikes. You're looking for
Okay, fighters, are you ready?
I don't think either of these men are going to spend a second standing up.
Let's fight.
They're going to go right for a takedown again. Yep, there he goes. At least they're consistent. These timers definitely aren't 5 minutes. They're definitely faster than that. They definitely run like 3.5 minutes because this round should have been closer to like 35 and it's going to end closer to 30.
Keep the half guard.
Are you ready to explode?
Nice, nice. Use the elbow. 3.5. Game plan, buddy. You've got better position. Big space and go. Way to work.
Get him from half guard.
Through half guard. Through half guard. That's it. Beautiful.
I do think in a decision at this point, I'm slightly giving it to Quinton. I think he's probably going, like, if you look at the ground game numbers, it's hard to count, but I assume he's probably had more, like, transition reversals and, like, that sort of thing. Which is where the majority of this fight has been decided. Neither man, obviously, has been rocked or knocked down.
Pass through half guard. Work for the key. Come on.
Work that wrist control.
Who's loading? I don't like when people change their names to things that I don't understand. Because then I can't quickly see who is talking to me.
They can work harder than you. Way to work. Minute and a half.
Push him where he gets back your feet. Move it.
That's it.
Bounce his head.
Let's go. Push him up. Get your feet on the hips. Beautiful. Look your position, bro.
Breathe and move right now. Breathe and move.
A quick little clinch here from Porter. Might be looking for a submission. If I'm Quinton, I'm a little bit worried. Getting squished on the bottom right now. He's taking on 4 left hands. This fight ending quite eventfully after a very slow round. 6 left hands there. I don't think there's enough time for a submission at this point. He's going to go for it. I don't think he would have hit it if he had time, but I don't think there's going to be time, no. I wonder with that late submission and punching barrage if Levi Porter is going to be able to pull this one out. I've proven myself to be a terrible judge in the past, so I'm not even going to try, because I do not know how to judge a ground game. Yeah, I mean, the highlights for this round are just Levi Porter punching him in the face with the left
Ladies and
hand.
gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 29-28, 29-28, and...
Oh, with his first, I think that's probably the right call. He gets his first win by decision. King Quinton. 29-28. I do think that probably goes. I think once again, if you see the ground numbers, that he's going to dominate as far as like the dominant positions and transition reversals. Oh, not that much. It was really close. It was really close. Oh man, he did get he did get 50% more dominant positions. 21-14 is a decently large gap. But most of the other stuff is pretty close. King Quinton is pretty lucky to have squeezed out that 29-28 unanimous decision. I think if we were ever going to see a split decision, it would have been that fight. I don't know if it's split decisions are possible, because that one was pretty dang close. But congratulations to King Quinton. Breaks the offer, moves to 1-3. Levi Porter 0-2. Looking to move up. Lots probably. I don't know. Do you have a PC? Let me start the next fight and we'll chat. I don't know if you're listening. I did take a picture of that, right? Let me make sure. co-main event is Al-Zaire Him, which I have no idea. Oh, Al-Zaire Him, pardon me, versus Jimmy Woo. I had to think about that for a second. Both guys, I want to say, are 1-1. So are looking to either move into the positives or avoid the negatives.
It is our co-main event of the evening. Fighting out of the blue corner, standing across.
I do always just love Al-Zaire Him because he looks like he's a character from Schedule 1. If you ever played Schedule 1. Really nails the look.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event. This man is a and now.
Fight!
And when the action begins,
You ready? You ready? Let's fight.
Quick striking exchange there from both guys. I forget Jimmy Woo's style entirely. Zaire Him is definitely more of a striker, I think. Or no, he might be a wrestler now that I say that. I might have to eat my words. As soon as they said it.
Step the outside, take control. Make him reach it and make him pay. A couple jabs, back it up. Mix it up with your punches. Sell him on something. He won't come forward, stand in the middle. Hands and legs. He misses, make him pay. Keep going. Cover that up.
Needed this fight as the last one. The last guy, I jinxed it on the last one. I said it's going to be a roll fest, and then it ended up being a roll fest. That was my fault. Gotta go play some Peak after this. I don't know if you played Peak. Good game. Climbing game. It's like content warning. You're like, shit, you climb a mountain. It's funny. Whoa. That almost knocked Jimmy Woo off his feet there.
Stay busy. Wide base. Keep going. Get it back and up and make it pay. There you go. Get in there. Control the clearance on it. Try to get a takedown if you can. Nice body shot. Breathe. 45 seconds.
Cool. Jimmy Woo, nice strike, but you can see he's tired.
Patience. Keep stepping the outside. Be smart here. 10 seconds. Put your back on the other side. Time.
Good round for both guys.
When you're throwing your punches and he's catching them, he's out wide, you can come up with the uppercut.
Finish every combination with a
Work out those punches. Remember,
We're going to skip past that because I'm running a little slow on time now. We were doing well before.
let's fight.
Don't throw while he's backing up. One minute. Stand first. Make this harder. See what he's going to do.
Keep moving to the outside.
First the hands. There you go. Finish with kick.
Oh, nice shot from Jimmy Woo there. Forcing Zaire Him to cover up. Zaire Him, of course, famously upset Jay Luss in the very first main event. And he's out. He's out. Zaire Him with a little bit of rookie luck. Clearly, having beaten Jay Luss, now having lost 2 fights in a row. Cool. Nice clean strike there. He's down.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Mulhall has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 5 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by knockout, Killer Bee.
Oh, I just skipped that. Shit. Well, I'll have to figure something else about that. I'll have to just like resim the fight or something. Because there's not much else I can do about that.
And now it's time for our main event of the evening. Coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between the Wolf and Angel. Fighting out of the blue corner is Angel. With some of the most ruthless ground and pound in the division, his game plan is simple. Standing across.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main
I
event
don't-
of the evening. And now, live, this man is a Muay Thai. And now, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a karate fighter. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And when the action begins.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, guys. Fight.
Shoot.
That's it. Let him go.
Wait, shit. Let me tape the thing, guys. Stop. Slow down. Slow down.
Nice, nice. Push your way, get back to your feet. Ready to work. Don't throw on the backing up. Leg kicks. Relax, relax. Mix it up with your flexion. Little feints, little feints.
Watch him trying to bait you.
Get to the liver. Nice body shot. Over and over. Every outside arm. Work that body. Shut go. Put it all out there.
Oh. That's an up kick there from the ground to block it. That was a weird animation.
You got the gas. Push it. Push forward. Push forward. Don't retreat. Get that hands up. You're fine. Come on, baby. 1, 2. Right hand behind it. Double the jab. Follow, pop that. No. Come on, with me.
Whoa. Whoa. Right on the nose. Darius Walker. Sent Rose stumbling there. That was a funny punch. Just a little boxer's jab.
Control his hands. Way to work.
Sorry. I don't know if you can see my nose or not. I apologize. Dragged it across the screen. A little bit of mix of standing and ground game here from both these guys.
Work that wrist control. Stay out front with it. Yes. Keep going. Keep him working. Stay tight in there. Submission time. 45 seconds. Get aggressive. There you go. Nice. 30 seconds. Perfect. Bring your leg over. We got 20 seconds. Don't let him pass. There we go. Let's go. Push it.
Solid first round. Both men ended up at their backs. Pardon me, on their backs, with the other man standing up at one point. So
Take a couple deep breaths. Look me in the eye.
hard to
He's got
judge.
nothing for you. Straight punches with him. Let's start hitting those legs a little.
Hey, 5 minutes of hell, tighten your punches up. The uppercut is there all day, but you gotta bring something behind it.
You want this fight? You
You gonna go win this round?
Try to spin him around. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's go with it. Let's go with the second round finish, guys. 10:45 is what I'm aiming for. Oh, nice combo. Way to stay standing there from OJ Rose. Both men looking to finish this standing up.
Patience, patience. Keep stepping the outside. Use your feints. No. A couple jabs. Back it up. Be smart here. Stay busy. In and out, in and out. Fix the feint. Way to go. Hands up, sit down. Stay standing. This is rubber. See what he's gonna do. Nice, nice. Punch his face. Perfect work. Pressure. Game plan, buddy. That's it. Way to work.
You gotta fight for an underhook. Relax here. You're fine. Relax here.
There it is. Up and out, up and out, up and out. Yep. Work it now. Make space and go. You've got better position. Look for position, bro.
Knees to the legs.
Get it backing up and taking pain.
Walker seems mostly in control of this round so far, being a pretty slow round.
You're okay. Breathe and move right now. Breathe and move. Keep moving.
Make him work harder than you. There you go, nice. Perfect.
Time. Stop. Time, guys. Listen to me. Don't crowd him. Relax. Don't go for the big hook. Use the right
Final
hand.
round of
Hook
our
right
event.
hand, jab right hand.
Right? You feel open that guard. Bring out that combat lead. Get yourself. Sit down. Nothing, though. Hey. Be there. Finish this fight. Get it over with. He is not.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Apologies for that. I just ate a fudge though.
Nice body, kid. Don't dip into the left now. Nice sprawl. 1-6, 2-5.
There you go, beautiful.
He has no answer. Move it. He's leading already. Use that reach. Super. Jab in. Short, short. He's leading. Hands up. Hands up.
Hands and legs.
Never know over there. Don't give up the takedown. There you go. Get in there. Back him up. Control the clinch. Keep going. Wrestle him, man. Try to get a takedown if you can.
Rose is packing some cake, dude. That's just what I don't want to say. Dude, you got a heater. I don't know if he's winning this fight, but he's leaving here with a dumper. Oh, nice strike there from Walker. Looking to get this fight done in the last 90 seconds. Ooh, good combo from Rose. Fight too close to judge for me, but a quick rock and knockdown, maybe not. Is he going to be able to capitalize? Darius Walker. I don't know what he was doing there. He was just taking the time to rest. But that might have bought him the win right there. I think the judges are going to look kindly on that.
Stop. Fight's over, guys.
Rose looking pretty excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 30, 27, 30,
Yep.
27, and 30.
I think that's
27.
about right.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the Wolf.
Alright, don't skip the screen this time. Yeah, I think so. Rose taking a lot more damage. The numbers and the advanced stats don't really favor Walker, but the punches hit harder and he knocked him down right at the end there. And I think that's pretty important if you ask me. And that will be our event. So thanks for watching. Got that done pretty quickly. 10:48. I wanted it done at 10:45, so that was awesome. The only thing I do have to do is, unfortunately, I have to resim that Jimmy Woo Zaire Him fight until Woo knocks out Zaire Him, and I can get the stats, but that should not take too long. So yeah, that's it. Thanks. Awesome. Bye. Actually, wait. Just kidding. I'll watch these. Because I want to see maybe if we can see the time for Jimmy Woo's knockout. I'll keep that. Turn my mic off though.
And Joe, there was no doubt that the honors for knockout of the night go to this man.
Man, I tell you, this has got to be one of the most brutal knockouts we've ever seen here in the UFC. He got caught right on the button and was put to sleep. What an incredible performance.
The crowd in attendance here tonight enjoyed our night of fights. And